G'day guys, my name is Oscar. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use the ML agent that I've created to use with Unity to run through racing track games. So how mine works here is the machine learning agent starts at a point, and it will traverse through the track and save the route that it's taking until it gets to this checkered section here, which is the end of the track. So we're going to be starting down here at the beginning. And the bot is pretty simple to use. Everything will be in the folder that should be imported into your project through the Unity package that I've got added to the submission folder. So after you've imported this folder, it should have everything here that you need, including the editor scripts, the models that I use, the prefabs that are necessary to use, including my example track, the scene, which is just the example scene that I'm using just now, and all of my machine learning scripts that I've got attached to this program. First of all, I'm going to go to Window, and I'm going to go MLAI, which should come up if you have this editor folder in here, and this will open up this window just here. I've already got this window on my scene. It might pop up in the middle for you. You can drag it to wherever you want, but I've just put mine here next to my game window. So first thing that I need in the scene is my ML agent, and I also need a track. Now, it can be any track. You can create your track if you want to. The only limitations that the bot has is that it can't double back on it, but on its self, and it can't go further away from the start. So it can be a zigzag track, or a straight line, or a forward and a turn. But it always has to be, the track always has to progress towards the end. So as you can see, mine doesn't go back on itself. No matter where it is on the track, it's closer to where it was from the beginning. Once it doubles back on itself, then the bot will reset. But that's the only main limitation that the bot has, which is a pretty big one. But it's just the only reason why I have the limitation in place is just because of the time that I had to create this program. All of those simple bugs would have been kicked out given that I had the time. But just in order to get this done within a given time frame, I've just kind of had to hover over that feature. Anywho, I'm going to show you how to first allow this bot to solve for the track. So I'm just going to zoom out here so I can see the whole track. You can use your own, again, just given the specifications, and just make sure that there's a collider around all of the edges of the track. So I've got a lot of squares here that just outline the straight sections of the track, including the back of it, the sides, and I've just got these ones here which are just curved. I can just take a look at them. I've got some edge colliders and box colliders that just make up this track. Once you have the ML agent in scene, the machine learning AI window here will automatically pick up on that. I'll just hit solve. It'll say waiting for the editor to play, and I'll just hit play and it should just go ahead and solve the track. Once that begins, I can go ahead and speed it up, which it was sped up, and it will just allow it to go a little bit faster. On a good day, this should be no longer than about a minute, but it can take up to about 100 or 110 seconds sometimes based on whether you have it sped up or not. So I'm just going to leave it here and allow it to run. There we go. So we had a final elapsed time of about just under 90 seconds just there. I can go save. Now this will just save the path that the MLAI took to get to the finishing point. And I'm going to want to save it before I end the play scene and before I hit cancel. So I'm just going to hit save just now. And then I'll just hit cancel and I can stop the play once I've hit save. So that will automatically save to this file that I've got in the assets root folder called save stages. And this is pretty much just the whole route that the ML agent created to traverse through the track. After I've done that, I can go into prefabs and I can use this ML bot. Now I can go ahead and disable the ML agent for now. I can use the bot. So I'm just going to put this bot also where my first ML agent started, just to make it a little bit simpler. It should go to that position no matter what happens as that at the start, as that's the position that's outlined in this file. Now, I'm going to set the seconds before start to 3, just as a nice number. I can select play on run, and this required step distance will automatically set on runtime. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to hit play. If it's all set up properly and this is ticked, this will start running after 3 seconds and it will traverse through the track as expected. And there we go. As you can see, the bot's traversing through the track now, and it'll stop once it gets to the end. There is a function where once this collides, you can do whatever you want, and that's in the ML brain function. Of course, you can then also broadcast messages. You can broadcast game events if you want, and you can do whatever you'd like with that information. You can restart the game, you can pop up AI, and I do have an example of that. Anyway, that's just about how the ML bot works. Anything that I haven't covered here, or if you're confused, feel free to read the README. It's very, very brief, but it does describe how to use it. And that's pretty much it. You can restart, you can add players, and I might just get rid of this timer. I'll just set it to 0. Once I hit play, I should be able to hold forward, and I can play alongside the bot, if you can see in this window just here. And I can beat it. No, I cannot beat it, but that's simply how it works, and this will just simply traverse through, and it will just do the same thing every time. It'll go through the route that it has solved, and that's about it. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope the bot is simple enough to use. It is very basic, but it was my first machine learning AI project that I worked on. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you.